another video. It's me, Pugs Official, and today I will be showing you my top 5 favorite horror movies of 2020. It's not really a top 5 because I have 5 honorable mentions and 5 that I actually really liked that I added on the list. So if your list is different than mine, comment down below what it would be, and let's start with the video. So first honorable mention, we'll go to Fantasy Island. Like the tagline says, the island knows your secrets. So pretty much, this movie is about some kids that go to this island because they win tickets through a radio station, and they get put on this island and it knows their deepest, darkest secrets, and those secrets start killing them. So I like this movie. There's a PG-13 version and an unrated version. I watched the unrated version, so it has a little bit more gore in it. Like, I'll show you one kill right here. Yeah, see? The unrated is a little bit more gory than the PG-13 version, which was released in theaters just a month before coronavirus hit. And I'll show you my second honorable mention right now. Okay, so my second honorable mention will go to #Alive, which came out in 2020, in June, I think. And this movie was pretty cool. It's a zombie movie. They also made an American version. They used the same script. The American one is called Alone. It's pretty much this zombie movie where these two people like find each other, that they're still alive in the apartment complex, and they try to start fending for themselves, and they need to survive, so they help each other. And there's not really a lot of gore in the movie because it's like one of those Netflix movies that isn't too bloody, because there's some that aren't too bloody, but there's some that are pretty bloody, like you'll see soon, because I have another horror Netflix movie on my list. So yeah, I'll show you a kill right here. See, not too bloody. So I'll go on to my third honorable mention, right? So my third honorable mention would be this one. It's a movie called Come Play. This movie was released in 2020, of course, because this is my top 5 favorite horror movies of 2020, but these are just the honorable mentions, but it's still 2020. So this movie is about this kid. He needs to use his phone to talk because I guess he has like a condition, and he accidentally sees like this demon type thing that says that it's called Larry supposedly, and it just wants a friend. And pretty much you just see it, and for me, I told you this movie was meh. So yeah, you could have seen like it's still an honorable mention because I think I watched it the second time and I got a little bit more fond of it than last time. And yeah, so it doesn't have any kills, so I can't show that. And I couldn't find any jump scares, so I can't show that either. So I guess we can just move on to honorable mention number 4. So the next movie we have on the list is Underwater. I liked it. It came out January 10th in theaters, like right when the year started. Little did they know tragedy was about to strike. This movie is about this research team. They're 7 miles under the water, as you can see, and there's like this alien thing, and right now, like I just told you what the monster is. So if you read the spoiler warning and didn't want this movie spoiled, but you still clicked on it, that's not really my fault. But like the kills are pretty graphic, even though they said this was gonna be a PG-13 movie. I guess I watched the underrated. I mean, not underrated, the unrated version. So I kind of like this movie. A lot of people didn't, but like I guess I did. Right. It has a small soft spot because I like water a lot, but this movie kind of makes me like what if there is a Cyclops underwater, like something like that. So now we can move on to my 5th honorable mention, and then we can finally get to my top 5 movies of 2020. So my final honorable mention will go to Tales from the Hood 3. I liked this movie because it had a better message than the second movie. Don't worry, I'll do a review for these soon. I was missing a lot of videos because I was spending quality time with my family. So if you were wondering, that's why I was taking a break from YouTube. So this movie is like an anthology horror movie. There's like 4 different stories, and I liked it. It had pretty good kills, and like the story was pretty good, but it wasn't better than the first one. It was better than the second one, but it was not better than the first one. Good thing my expectations were kind of like medium for this movie, because like I liked it. Like my expectations were met. This was a pretty good movie by standards. Good gore effects. Like the only one I actually didn't really like is the second one. So that's the problem. Like I didn't really like the second story because there's 4, and the second one I didn't really like. It felt like Tales from the Hood 2, where it was trying to give a super forced message. So yeah, we can finally get on to my top 5 favorite horror movies of 2020. So we are finally at the top 5. So number 5 is The Babysitter Killer Queen. This was an enjoyable gore fest. Remember, in the #alive, I told you another Netflix movie would be featured and it would have a lot of gore. Like, let me show you a kill right here. Okay. Yep, pretty bloody. I like this movie and the way it's at the tone. I didn't like it as much as the first movie. The first movie had like more fun jokes. But this one, I liked it more. Yeah, it was enjoyable. The only thing I didn't really like is that they switched out Samara Weaving as B for Melanie, who's played by Emily Allen Lynn, I think. But I'm not sure what her name exactly is. So this movie had a lot of blood. The 2 main characters are pretty good. Jenna Ortega, who's actually going to be in Scream 5, and who was in a Disney show, which a lot of people would know, called Stuck in the Middle. This was a joy fest, and overall, I liked it. Number 4, we have Host, a good movie from Shudder that came out, 2020. These are 2020. I liked it because it has like our times, like right now, like that, like it takes place entirely in a zoo. So in this movie they summon a demon because someone has like someone asks if they could like kind of do some sort of seance, and the others agree, and then there's a demon that starts killing them off. It's like a slasher through Zoom kind of thing, but with a demon, so not really. But I like this movie because of the realistic characters, like the way they act. And not all of the kills are pretty bloody, like some of them are pretty subdued. But like overall, it was a pretty good movie, and like most of these other movies, I would really recommend. Our number 3 spot is The Hunt. I've already reviewed this movie, and the next movie that's going to be on this list for number 2, I've also recommended it and reviewed it. This movie is about these people that get sent on this island that supposedly is Arkansas, but it's actually not. Because they are quote unquote deplorables, and all the other people, they like try to kill them. It's like this giant hunt that they're all trying to kill each other, and it has great gore. Let me show you one kill right here. See? That's a pretty bloody kill right there. Overall, I would recommend this movie, and it also has some very funny moments. And other times you're just like meh, but most of the time it's like a funny, gory, action-packed. It's like an everything movie: comedy, action, horror. You name it. And this would be another one of my recommended movies. Like all of these on my list are recommended, just saying. So let's get on to number 2 already. Coming in at number 2, we have Freaky. This movie is a horror comedy. It has very good kills. I've already showed you one kill. But here we go, just for fun. Let's
Pulls
have
off
you
a
see
neat
an
kill
extra
for
kill.
woodshop teacher, right? That's what that guy was, and sawed him right in half. It's an awesome, nice.
Yeah, pretty bloody, I might say. This is from Christopher Landon, who literally directed Happy Death Day, which is a PG-13 no blood movie. And let me just say, he stepped it up a few some notches. Like, this movie kicks ass. This movie is super good. Like, the kills are good. The comedy is on point, literally. And it has one time where you can actually like relate to like our like sad reality. But other than that, it's a super good movie. So let's get on with my number 1 pick of 2020. So my number 1 pick for 2020 is The Invisible Man, which stars Elizabeth Moss and was directed by Leigh Whannell, who made Upgrade, which yes, I'm going to be reviewing soon, and who also pitched the idea and starred in Saw. This movie was pretty good. There was not a bunch of gore, since there was, well, not a lot of kills. But the movie itself was super good. Like, all this high-tech energy, like, it comes from the original from 1933, and they really, like, make it better. Like, the original came out, like, sorry, I'm saying like a lot, but it came out about 8 decades ago, so like 80 years. And, well, I liked this movie a lot. That's why it's my favorite pick for 2020, and I would definitely recommend it. And right now, I'll show you where you can watch a lot of these movies. So let's go. Find these is called Vozee. Vozee. There's a lot of good horror movies right here that you can see them here. And I suggest you check it out because there's a lot of good horror movies and new ones too as well. So I would really suggest this. And if you can't get it, or if you think you can't get it, it's absolutely free. Just gotta watch some ads, and that's all for this. Let me go back to the main thing. Enjoyed, hit that like button and subscribe. You know you can change your mind whenever you want to, and that'll be all for today's video. Goodbye.